Welcome back. All right, so quick little news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet. It's quick. It's Saturday. The All-Star games were today. I didn't watch them to review them. I decided I'd do videos instead. So posted a handful here. Posted one on the Entertainment Guy as well, because occasionally I'll throw one on that channel as well. And because Legends of Tomorrow really baffled me when I watched this week's episode, and I really needed to have a therapy session. Sometimes my videos on that channel turn into therapy sessions. So I just need to vent about I don't understand, which very often happens with shows that go on for more than, say, 3 or 4 years. All right, so I'm wearing my Claude Giroux jersey as today he ends up winning the All-Star MVP. The Metro won the final game over the Central Division, and it's done, right? So the All-Star game's done. I think the players had fun. I would imagine fans that were there in person had fun. It really is designed for the kids, to get the kids going, and it is. There's no hitting. It doesn't feel the same as a regular game, except for something I'll circle back to. Also at the Olympics, on the women's hockey side of things, Canada and the U.S. looks dominant again, and that's the issue they've had with hockey when it comes to the women's game. And there was discussions at one point about women's hockey maybe not having enough parity to it, so that it might have lost its Olympic status. I'm trying to think of how long ago that was, but I know there was discussions of it because, yeah, it's Canada and the U.S. and then everybody else. And so it is still an Olympic medal sport, but I know there was discussions at one point. And again, when you're seeing like an 11-1 victory and a 6-0, for me, on one hand, I'm like, I'm glad that the NHL is still playing and there's NHL stuff to cover, because I don't know how I could do a video reviewing a game where the Canadian or the U.S. women's teams just destroyed another country and try to make it sound like it was a really engaging game to watch. So, yeah, we'll see how the rest of the tournament goes, but when it's Canada and the U.S., in all likelihood, in the gold medal game, it's not going to be overly surprising. And then coming back to the All-Star game from today, and honestly, I watched part of the final, and an offside review, and it took a while, too, and it's like, okay, so we're doing offside reviews. There was another goal they had to do a review on. It's an all-star game, so the idea is to have it go quickly. And yeah, it's scintillating to watch a game where the players aren't really playing hockey, and that there's no body contact. And we're going to check and see whether or not a guy was a foot offside. Again, in a regular game, you have to check it. That's absolutely it. The all-star game is more of a just an exhibition than it is a game. I could say you could take offsides out of the All-Star game completely. You could just make it where it's just flat out, you know what, guys? We'll just do this like street hockey, road hockey style, floor hockey, and we'll just make it so, yeah, there's no offsides. Don't worry about it. You want to go cherry pick, you can go ahead and do that. And defenseman wants to stay back and chat with the goalie, you could do that too. It's weird to me, an offside review and then having the referee announce it. Anyways, it's my opinion. You guys can let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Again, the All-Star game is what it is. It's never going to be a big deal. They've tried North America versus the world. They've tried conference versus conference. They've tried various different ways of doing it. You could have the defending Stanley Cup champions against a team of All-Stars from around the NHL. You could try that. But again, then that doesn't quite meet the NHL's rules as it stands right now, because you have a roster of 18 players for your defending Stanley Cup champions, and then you have 31 teams, so you'd have to find like 31 players or so. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily go either. But again, the All-Star game format is always something that gets discussed, and ultimately it's just a fun game. You see guys who are opponents in these games are just chatting and laughing and joking around. They don't take it overly seriously. It's like the breakaway challenge last night. Zegras didn't care that he didn't win it. I don't think anybody cared that they didn't win it, because it doesn't really matter in the end. It's just about having fun and the exhibition side of it, and I don't think that's going to change. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And yeah, nice, easy, quick video. News video for all you fine people. I'm going to come up with something different for the power rankings tonight. It won't be your standard power rankings. And so we'll be doing that later on. But thank you guys so much for all your support. hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. For anybody who caught me on Clay's live stream last night, I had a good time doing that. I think I ended up stretching it a little bit longer than he had intended. I think my answers got a little more long-winded than he might have expected, but I enjoyed doing that last night. And look for us to start figuring out the Brody Hintz Memorial. We did not have the last 2 years. I do intend to have that this year. So we'll be looking into some kind of an announcement with that as soon as possible. So thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a lot. And hey, I will talk to you again soon.